Hey guys, it's Heather, and I'm going to read to you today one of my favorite childhood books. But first, I want to show you this little guy who's a pom-pom with googly eyes. These little pom-pom guys reminded me of the pom-poms that we use when we're doing awesome things for other people. They say, Jesus loves me, and so I wanted you to remember that. So he's gonna just be here on my shoulder and he's gonna read the book with us. So anyway, this is one of my favorite childhood books, and one of the reasons is because my dad used to read it to me. And this book actually glows in the dark, but it's light today, so we're not gonna see some of that. All right, What Was I Scared Of by Dr. Seuss. Well, I was walking in the night, and I saw nothing scary, for I have never been afraid of anything, not very. Then I was deep within the woods, when suddenly I spied them. I saw a pair of pale green pants, with nobody inside them. Look, there are the pale green pants. I wasn't scared, but yet I stopped. What could those pants be there for? What could a pair of pants at night be standing in the air for? And then they moved, those empty pants. They kind of started jumping, and then my heart, I must admit, it kind of started thumping. So I got out. I got out fast as I could go, sir. I wasn't scared. But pants like that, I did not care for. No, sir. After that, a week went by. Then one dark night in Greenwich, I had to do an errand there and fetch some Greenwich spinach. Well, I had fetched the spinach. I was starting back through town. When those pants raced round a corner, they almost knocked me down. I lost my Greenwich spinach, but I didn't even care. I ran for home. Believe me, I had really had a scare. Now, bicycles were never made for pale green pants to ride 'em, especially spooky pale green pants with nobody inside 'em. And the next night I was fishing for doubt trout on Rover River. When those pants came rowing toward me, well, I started into shiver, if you can see. And by now I was so frightened that I'll tell you, but I hate to. I screamed and rode away and lost my hook and line and bait too. Oh, I ran and found a brickle bush. I hid myself away. I got brickles in my britches, but I stayed there anyway. I stayed all night, the next night too. I'd be there still, no doubt. But I had to do an errand, so the next night I went out. I had to do an errand, had to pick a peck of snide in a dark and gloomy snide field that was almost 9 miles wide. I said, I do not fear those pants with nobody inside them. I said and said and said those words. I said them, but I lied them. Then I reached inside a snide bush. Oh no. And the next thing that I knew, I felt my hand touch someone, and I'll bet that you know who. And there I was, caught in the snide and in that dreadful place. Those spooky empty pants and I were standing face to face. Do you see my cat? I yelled for help, I screamed, I shrieked, I howled, I yelled, I cried. Oh, save me from those pale green pants with nobody inside. But then a strange thing happened. Why, those pants began to cry. Those pants began to tremble. They were just as scared as I never heard such whimpering, and I began to see that I was just as strange to them as they were strange to me. I put my arm around their waist and sat right down beside them. I calmed them down, poor empty pants, with nobody inside them. And now we meet quite often, those empty pants and I, and we never shake or tremble. We both smile and we say hi. There they are saying hi. And that's the end. I'm so happy to have spent this moment with you, and I have to tell you a little thing about this book and a lot of my books in my library, as you can see behind me. I give this book and other books away all the time, and I don't just give them to kids, I give them to adults too, because they're so meaningful. Even picture books are so meaningful for everybody. That I just love to give them away. So I was really happy that I had this book to share with you. Some of the books I'd like to share with you, I've already given away, which I kind of love too. So anyway, thank you so much for spending time with me.